think that we would be strong without a diverse military, without diverse people in these.
Okay, so just so I can. Okay.
Yo, what an uproar with these people.
Hey, all right, hey, I'll stop. My bad.
This woman had to put a foot up.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue with this horror story.
Yes. Thank you very much for the question.
Also, can I just add a fun fact to that story, which is that the sister is still very deeply held Catholic beliefs. We respect all her.
Yeah. See, I think they're using the mic with that's dead, and then
That went out? Yeah.
Nobody heard your joke.
I'd also say we're in the library. The library has amazing resources.
Wow.
Right? And Zoe has amazing resources when they're all over here.
Yo, you should have. Oh, so what are they promoting LGBTQ books right now?
Yeah, they're just telling people resources where they can learn about if their kid's a fucking trans or something.
You're welcome to check them out. Yeah. And I think there are a lot of different ways, a lot of different directions. Whatever, like, you know, you could obviously be a mom, have these kids in your life. That might be the direction you go in when you go towards that. But maybe you're also like somebody who cares about, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a different direction to go in, but like the legal, maybe you're a lawyer and I don't know, you know, but or that's really important to you. So lab law might be something you want to like support, or you know, there are a lot of different areas that you can look to in the community that you can say that's what I want to support, and that's, you know, find that place. There are local things. I don't know as much about South Shore, but I know that there are some.
Thank God. Stay the hell out of the South Shore.
Yeah, I know. Never come back.
Yeah, you buy plus witch.
Yeah.
Organizations down here. So yeah, thank you for coming and for asking that. We do have some other tips on being an ally, which I will go over in a little bit, but other questions, because I think there were some other hands. Yeah.
I don't have a question so much as a response to the conservative with the camera.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said, Bob?
Yeah, I don't have a question as much as a response to the conservative with the camera.
Yes.
Been raped by a homosexual. I have, however, been raped by church people.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I have never been raped by a homosexual. I have, however, been raped by church people.
Just look at the woman. She's like, oh.
I've never been raped by a homosexual, but I've been raped by church people.
And here, you know what? This guy was raped. That's a horrible thing. Horrible thing. That sounds pretty gay.
Yeah, those church people were homosexual, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds like you weren't raped by nuns.
Yeah. Unless you were, then what are you really complaining about? I mean, unless they were, you know, unattractive, but
yeah,
like,
unless they were like, I mean, unless they were the nuns sitting at the fucking front of the room right now.
Yeah.
And fucking God bless you, sir. I will put out a
I
prayer
know.
for you.
I will donate to whatever cash
Yeah,
app
whatever
have,
you want me
sir.
to donate to, I will be there. That sounds pretty gay. And look
Yeah,
at her like,
you're
okay.
raped by a gay guy.
Yeah, nice.
And he just puts his mic back up like that's
Yeah.
all I have to say.
Cool. Hey, guess what, buddy? Here, pause it real quick. I am not in the church. Not part of the church. Not sure why that was even relevant.
Well, because you call yourself a conservative.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Religious connotation, I suppose.
That deserves it.
Someone tried to clap. Someone.
One person was like, "Oh, we're not clapping for that." Okay.
No, it's not a clapping moment. Rape is not a clapping moment for anybody that was confused.
Can I say something?
Oh, good.
Yes.
Sort of in the same vein, because I got very emotional by this gentleman behind there. And I realized when you asked who was in the immigration presentation here a few weeks ago, so many people raised their hand. And to me, it seems like the people here in this room and people who are willing to listen and to be exposed to people who look different, or who think different, who feel different, they are all in here.
What accent is that?
Yeah. No, they're not. Look at the reaction they had to me when I walked in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that the people that are the most tolerant are in this room right now? And that multiple people giving me the finger and fucking, like I'm the enemy when I'm just filming and I have questions. Like right now, if you've made it this far in the video right now, have I done anything at this event that can be construed as, other than filming, because it's my constitutional right, and I was in the capacity of being a journalist, did I do anything that was rude? Was I mocking anybody that wasn't already trying to mess with me? The woman that gave me the finger, I did this because she was standing in front of me like a child, but I just matched the energy that was given to me. I even played it very cool. Even the people that were giving me the finger, I wasn't giving them the finger back because I'm an adult, so I've done nothing. I don't know why these people are upset, and they're claiming that they're the tolerant ones right now, and it's bullshit.
What kind of joins us is love and openness. And that reminded me of John Lewis. He is nonviolent. He was.
Why is your thumb over the thing like that?
Oh, I think I was just readjusting my camera.
Really
my arm was probably getting tired.
One of the things that I read in his biography is that he said that they practiced it. They practiced to not only to withhold any physical reaction to when they were spat on or beaten up or whatever, but they also practiced to accept the person who did this to them, to learn or to learn to despise the act, but not the person. And I want to extend this. This is something that I found was totally hard to do. And I still have really trouble, but I would like to do this now for this man who really could not respect a simple request of somebody who didn't want to be filmed. How can you do that? This is beyond me. How somebody cannot honor something like that? But
Yeah.
so,
What's the question? What's the fucking question? You fat old sow.
Yeah, Lucas, you didn't honor the one request of to not record this nonsense that's happening in a public space.
Yeah, to not do the one thing that I came there to do.
I do detest the deed, and I'm trying my hardest to not hate the person. And I don't know if I can say I love the person, probably not, but this is something to strive for. So,
Good question. Very deep, very deep.
Yeah. Yeah, good question. Let's all clap for that.
I wanted to bring a question to the panel, because it's something that really comes up a lot. Why do you think trans people in athletics is such a hot button issue?
Thanks, that's a really good question.
No, it's
it is
not.
a really good question. I was at a restaurant the other day, and some guy started saying a bunch of stuff about trans people, and
See, first of all, this is the other side. There's no women transing into men and going into men's sports.
Yeah.
So you find these trans women here having no problem with it because
Yeah.
they know they can't fucking do it.
Yeah, they can't compete.
Yeah.
offensive. So I was sitting next to him, and so I said, like, hey, I'm sitting next to you, and I'm one of these people you think is like scary and terrible, but like I'm probably just a neighbor. And he was like, oh. And then we had like a real conversation.
Another lie. This demon, all she does is lie.
Yeah. But then he said, well, okay, you're right, I don't care. I don't really care. And I was like, oh, great. Okay. And he was like, well, except for the sports. He's like, I don't want men in women's sports. And I said, okay, all right, let's talk about it. And I think it's a really hot button issue because it touches on all of these like really human things. Our impulse to protect people, our impulse to make things fair, and also our impulse to be free to move our bodies, to have the bodies that we want, to do what we want to, and with our own bodies. All of that stuff gets wrapped up in sports. I think that we talk about particularly women's sports and trans folks in women's sports, there's just like a vast misunderstanding of like what that is and what that looks like. So one of the things
No, there's not.
always do.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to tell us what the misunderstanding is.
One of the things that people are always really concerned about with like men in women's sports, trans women is what we're talking about. In women's sports is like testosterone levels. Higher natural testosterone, so they must be much better at sports. So I want to ask you like a really quick question. So we play on the same football team. We actually play on the same flag football team. Who would you rather go up against as an offensive lineman, me or this one? Me. Come on.
Let's face the facts. Neither one of these chicks would last in any male sport. It doesn't matter that this one's a fat sow.
Yeah. And it's flag football, she said.
And not for nothing, without naming any names, but I'm a first degree black belt in jiu-jitsu, and I've gone against chicks in the gym that were as big as this chick right here, and they still had nothing to offer me because they were chicks.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's just the truth.
It is.
Let's not beat around the bush. I'm like not as big. Not as big. But so who do you think has the higher testosterone level? We know because we get the test. It's me. Well, 3 times as high as this one.
Yeah, but yet you wouldn't be able to last a second in a male sport.
Yeah.
So yeah, great. You're getting 3 times as high the level of testosterone that you're supposed to be, but you're not joining a men's football team and doing anything other than carrying towels.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at that, the science just collapsed in on itself, and it has over and over and over again, which is why.
Yo, that science collapsed in on itself like Building 7, homie.
From the moment that women were allowed to be in sporting events whatsoever at all, for example, in the Olympics, women have always been under suspicion, right? They used to do genitalia parades, right? The conservative people who were very concerned that women supposed to be fair and that no men sneak in under the guise of being a trans woman or dressing like a woman would look at their genitalia, which doesn't seem terribly conservative and nice.
That never happened.
But
Yeah, that's just a non-believable story. Another one.
No, we don't have genitalia. We don't check people's genitalias.
every different way that we try to look at defining biological sex, particularly in terms of sports, has kind of collapsed. And moreover, what's really interesting is that if you look at sports performance, the single most important determining factor of success in sports, it's not testosterone levels, it's not even height or weight or strength. The single most important determining factor of success in sports is economic class. Because the thing is,
Economic class?
Which is such bullshit. I mean, dude, how many fucking baseball players are from the Dominican Republic?
Dude,
How many soccer players are from South America?
Yeah, how many poor black kids grow up to be athletes, star athletes, star football, basketball players.
Or basketball.
Yeah. Economic
Disproportionately.
class. This thing is trying to say that success in sports is all about your economic class. That's the craziest thing I've heard so far.
Yeah, it's oh my god, it's so retarded it hurts.
the kind of opportunities that you get from the beginning influence all of these other things.
I give you credit for sitting here this long because I mean, this is so rough for me.
Including through bodily autonomy. My wish is for everyone to be able to control their own body, because it is the thing that God gave to you.
The thing that God gave to you?
You alone. But we also acknowledge that from the moment that we're born and somebody else tells us who they think we are.
Oh my God.
Opportunities we get.
See, again, the framework.
Yeah, someone tells us who we think we are.
Yeah, no, it's not who I think you are. It's what I know that you are. And specifically talking about a male or a female.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about anything else. And that's, again, with the semantics. They just cleverly frame things out to get weak-minded people that aren't used to critical thinking and pull on their heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing.
Unreal.
Yeah.
This is so triggering.
Probably would have been better at sports if somebody hadn't told you you'd probably be bad at sports, right? But also even things like
Dude, when I used to play sports and I fucked up on a play when I was like playing like youth football, my teammates would be like, "You suck, bro." You know what I'm saying? That would make me want to do better.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make me go, and do worse.
Yeah.
You use that to motivate you. Like, oh.
there's studies have shown that like girl children eat less because they have been encouraged to eat less, so they are not as big.
Yeah, we don't want any fat chicks. What's the fucking problem?
Yeah, well, that's just called the societal norm.
Yeah, we don't want girls to look like this girl right here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's on the cover of Vogue right there.
Yeah, we don't need girls to look like this girl or that girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
Right? This has been going on since forever, right? So is it when you pop out of the room and somebody looks between your legs and
By the way, this is all about men and women's sports, for the record. That's what this question is about. It was men and women's sports, and now she's talking about when you come out of the womb and somebody assigns you a gender.
well, you know what? They're filibustering because I am raising my hand. So that they're filibustering to just burn the time out because they don't want me asking any more questions.
decides who they think you are? Is it that thing that makes you better or worse at sports? Really, if you look at the science and you look at the statistics, it absolutely is not. But I do understand the impulse to try to make things as fair and as equitable as possible. And the best way to do that is to help everybody have opportunities, to help everybody be in control of their own bodies, help everybody be free. Since we're in a library, I will also recommend a book. It's a really great book called Open Play, The Case for Feminist Sports.
Oh, get that book out of the library and burn it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I'll take that out with a fake ID and never return it.
I'm gonna check it out with my own ID and never return it. You can charge me for the fucking book. I don't even care.
The only thing I will add is that the use of policing women's bodies, in particular in sports, has been disproportionately aimed at.
Says a woman who clearly needed her body to be policed.
Yeah.
Somebody needed to police you, miss.
So most of the cases where somebody is like, that person's a man, are directed towards women of color. So more times than not, it's women of color who are bearing the brunt of this. So just something else to kind of put on top of that in addition.
Thank you for making that point. I also wanted to mention, because when we did a session with our members about trans people in athletics, and one of the things came up too is black and
Well, at least you proved your hand was up, Lucas.
Sports is such an emotional thing, right?
It's not emotional, it's physical. That's why we have a fucking problem, you dildo.
Yeah.
You invested in your team.
You're doing good. I
How
know
many rubs? Dude, how many rubs has this fucking thing gotten throughout this whole time? Like, Jesus. These two on their strong fucking journey.
Yeah. Are you supposed to be fucking men? Aren't you supposed to be men? Act like a fucking man and suck.
Act like two men. That should have been a punch to the shoulder, a Charlie horse.
Yeah.
Telling him to stop crying.
Yeah, stop being a fucking pussy. All right, I gotta stop swearing. Okay.
Listening to that discussion made me think of myself when I was a kid. Because it may not look like it right now, but I was a super athletic kid.
Yeah, right. Another fucking lie. All these people do is tell lies.
And I was, a real tomboy at that time. And
actually, that is kind of believable now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's probably why she's a lesbian, right?
Yeah, that's probably why she's a tomboy. Oh, what did I do?
So
when we did a session with our members about trans people in athletics, and one of the things came up too is why are people so united by sports?
And I'm the only person in the room with my fucking hand up, mind you.
Thing, right? Invested in your team. You're so very
such a strong journey.
Yeah.
And listening to that discussion made me think of myself when I was a kid. Because it may not look like it right now, but I was a super athletic kid. And I was, a real tomboy at that time. And I love doing that stuff. And it's very emotional. And listening to that discussion made me think of myself when I was a kid. Because it may not look like it right now, but I was a super athletic kid. And I was, a real tomboy at that time. And I love doing that stuff. And if something had prevented me from doing that,
Okay, here we go.
just taking a piece of my heart away.
Yeah, but nobody.
I think of.
See, what the thing is, it's like this person. Yeah, you were a tomboy. You got into sports. You're bisexual. There's nothing wrong with that. But these trans people, like, there is an issue with that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You didn't play on the men's team. You're not a man trying to be a woman. You played sports on the girls' team in fucking 1942. Like, relax.
You were on the first ever women's softball team.
Yeah.
School board saying, we don't want trans children on a sports team. And just taking this group of children, and it's probably one child in their school, right? They're gonna stigmatize one child.
No, it's not. It's a lot of children, actually. I think right now the statistic is in the younger generation, 1 in 5 identifies as something other than straight. So let's not pretend that it's one child. You fucking lie.
Yeah, it's true.
It makes sense to them, not to me. But taking that joy, what you were describing, that joy of movement and of bodily autonomy and just competing and having a great time with other kids, taking that away from a child.
Pause it.
Just,
It's, again, these are the lies. These are the lies that tug on the heartstrings of people who are incapable of critical thinking. Nobody's taking away fucking sports from children. Nobody's taking away bodily autonomy. What we're saying is, if we're playing football, we're separating the men and the women. You can still play football. Nobody's saying you can't play football. You're a liar. You're a lying sack of shit.
But you are taking away the sports of young girls, that's for sure.
Exactly. It just turns into another man's sport at that point.
Mm-hmm.
mean. Downright mean. Sorry?
And regime of cruelty.
Cruel.
Cruelty.
It's cruel.
Cruelty.
It's a regime of cruelty.
Take a question is, and it is coming from a very small group of people who want
Oh, good. I hope it tells another lie, another story that's a lie.
these schools. And it's not the athletes themselves. In a couple cases, it is the athletes themselves. By and large, it's not. Who's that runner? I can't remember her name. In California, on the high school track team, yeah, there's
The hand is still up.
here, right? And she was trans. They told her initially that she couldn't compete, and then they said, well, you can compete, but if you win anything, you have to share the podium. But the thing is, like, trans athletes are not winning all the sports.
Oh, yes, they are.
Dude, the woman that looks most like the dude is trying not to look at me. You can tell. I don't know. You can tell that.
No, you can tell. I mean, I noticed before it got up and spoke that it was uncomfortable with your presence.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, that's funny, is that, like, I didn't realize this was a chick until you said something. I went, oh, is that why that thing's up there?
Yeah.
And then the first thing they said was how unsafe you made the place feel. But I could tell before it got up and spoke that it didn't like that you were there.
Yeah.
I would really love to say that, like, trans people have superpowers in athletics. It's not true. They're not winning all the sports. It's not really a danger in terms of, like, taking away scholarships dollars at all. But in any case, this athlete came in second or third, and the other
She can't remember the name of this athlete, but she remembers the story.
second place athlete who shared, I don't know, the podium. Whoever shared the podium with her was like, it is an honor to share this podium with you. We want to compete. We want to compete against the best athletes. Who are you to tell me I can't?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's take one more question.
So to the sports thing, now you were both born biological females, is that correct?
We were assigned female birth.
Okay, yeah. All right, very good. So would you agree or disagree with the statement that you both play football, would you agree or disagree with the statement that two men with the same economic level and size and skill as you both would, it would be a toss-up as to who would win that particular sports event, may it be basketball or football or whatever?
I don't understand. So you're saying like two, if
Pause it.
the two of us.
She doesn't understand the question.
Yeah.
Wait, so I don't understand. Let me try and reiterate this back to you. It's a very simple fucking question, but this is what happens when you lie and someone calls you out on your lie.
Well,
Now you have to try and obfuscate from the truth, and that's what's happening right now.
it probably doesn't remember that it said it had to do with economic upbringing.
Yeah.
For example, on our flag football team, and we were playing against two people who were the same size, the same skill level, the same height, the same socioeconomic level. Would that be a fair fight?
Yes,
Absolutely.
two biological men?
Of course, they're the same size as me, the same shape as me, the same height, they have the same skill level, and the same socioeconomic background in your question. Of course that's a fair, how would that not be a fair fight? I don't get it, but it seems like that.
No, I was just asking the question. I'm here to listen to you.
It's a good.
Yeah, so, I mean,
I was just confused that.
Like, Jesus, if all are welcome, why are you so on the offense? Like, what kind of question is that? Like,
yeah,
hey,
notice how they went on the defense so fast. How would that not be a fair? It's like, that's not. I didn't say that. I asked you a question. You know.
We get it right, your question. So yeah, no, I think it's if that's the question, that's a good question.
yeah, I don't know why I'm being shamed about my questions.
There's been a lot of policies.
Yeah, give everybody the mic except for me.
There are a lot of
that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
policies in the current administration that are just appalling. And but one particular related to tonight's forum is the discharge of the thousands of transgender people in the military. And I'm wondering if you have experience or if any knowledge of individuals who are in that situation, or perhaps even a different profession, who have lost their jobs as a result of their transgender status.
Who's brave enough?
Yeah, who else is brave here?
So I don't know anybody who's personally I know that I have a lot of military in my family. And
they probably all don't agree with you.
Yeah.
I know that they all have varying levels of combat experience. My cousin's an Army Ranger with paratrooper clips, and he was dropped behind lines in Iraq, and we have.
Yeah, right. I don't believe that for a second. after all these lies, I don't believe that.
No idea what he was up to. Right?
It's like, hey, who do you think has more terrifying experiences, your cousin or you?
It's a toss-up. It's probably a toss-up.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of, I over time had a lot of respect for the military. I think what's really interesting about the whole idea of expelling these troops for readiness is that most of the troops they expelled were at the highest level of the military. So in getting rid of these people and saying, you're not fit for this one.
Yeah, sorry, trans people can't be around guns or grenades. Get over it.
Yeah, I think we learned, I think Minnesota taught us that.
Or otherwise, how would they have gotten to that point in the first place? Like, you have to go in, apply the sinker, and like believe what the military is telling you in order to be successful. You don't get into it, you don't move up unless you believe in what you're up to. So that whole argument feels very suspicious to me. And then additionally, in doing so, there were estimates, and I don't know them off the top of my head, and you can look them up yourself, but there were estimates about the hundreds of millions of dollars that they lost in terms of how much longer it would take them to train up new troops to this level. Anybody. And just the fact that you would cripple your own military force by doing something so egregiously stupid.
First of all, since Trump has gotten elected, more people have joined the military than ever in the last friggin' 10 years.
Yeah, and they're talking about crippling the military. So I just want everybody to focus on that point, that this woman's talking about crippling the military for taking trans people out. And watch the next few minutes here.
By taking out so much senior leadership, that's just paradoxically dumb. That's just dumb. And even if you say, that diversity is not our strength in the military, which it 100% is, the strength of our military is diversity. Even if you want to say that, firing the senior most levels of your administrative staff for this reason is dumb. It is dumb from a military readiness perspective. And I see that as a person who's had a number of conversations with a lot of people in my family who have military background.
We actually have, one of our speakers.
Hands up again.
Not a trans person in the military, but is a queer one in the military who works a lot within her job, helping other service members. And I've been in some and
Yo, her arm must be tired as fuck. That big old flapper. That big old flapper chicken wing. That must be tired as fuck in that position. She's gonna go home, put on her friggin' that like forearm brace for her carpal tunnel.
I bet your husband weighs 120 fucking pounds.
Oh.
stressful.
No, she's probably a single mom with a bunch of kids.
The people who are being thrown out. And just the morale of other service members is really low. I also know a friend of mine who, a college buddy of mine who has been teaching at the Naval Academy for a long time, just retired, and he spoke of,
Hand is still up. What are you even talking about right now?
he's like, I'm so glad I'm leaving because of what is being done from within.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm leaving the military. Give me a break.
Yeah.
He's embarrassed about what is being done.
Yeah, he's not embarrassed walking around looking like a drag queen. He's embarrassed that the military is kicking out all the trans.
And,
Yeah.
and I don't think he's the only one in terms of what they're being asked to do.
Another question. To what you said, if the highest echelons of our military are being fired because of their identity, I think that's horrible. That's a terrible thing. If they're doing a good job, they should stay in there, and people should be in positions of power like that based off of merit rather than their identity. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, the whole point is,
Don't give me the mic.
you know, and the military is a machine. It is made for taking recruits, turning them into soldiers, turning them into, like, you know, they teach you the skills to go out there and to defend the country. And,
Of course.
you know, and the whole idea is,
See, this is where I come off as maybe the radical, but I don't think any trans should be serving in the military, and I'm almost kind of borderline with women. Like, I don't think women should serve in combat. Like, they have roles like sitting at desks and pushing pencils and shit like that at the military bases, or like working on satellites or something as like an operator. But I don't even think women should be in combat.
Well, as far as that goes, I'm okay with anybody being in any position so long as they're not mentally incompetent or something. But don't lower the standards for women. We have a standard for combat. We have a standard for men. You have to do X amount of pull-ups. You have to run X amount of miles with X amount of weight on your back. You have to do A, B, C, and D and all that stuff to be infantry. All right? Don't lower those standards for women, because when you do that, it diminishes the entire thing. Hey, if a woman can meet those standards, which according to these people, they can, so it shouldn't be a fucking problem. But when you start lowering standards for women, or everybody for that matter, so that women can get into these positions easier, you're diminishing the entire institution. They do it at fire departments, they do it at police departments, they do it in the military. They do it all over the place. If we have a standard for everybody, and that standard is high, as it should be, and if a woman makes it, by all means, I'm game. But if you can't make it, we're not lowering anything. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm still against it. Push pencils, be on the computer, answer the phones. You know,
Yeah, hey, and I'm all for them being and operating in those capacities as well. You know,
So you get rescued via helicopter and it's two trans pilots. Are you going to feel safe flying through the Congo with these trans pilots on a helicopter?
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm only joking.
Yeah, I know. But check out my follow-up question and watch how they react when I have a follow-up question.
Getting up to those levels, you have 20 years, like some of these people have 20, 25 years of experience who are being expelled. And again, they're not up there in these positions because of like luck or fate. They're up there because they're actually really good at doing this thing.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, in this military, they would not be promoted to these levels. So yeah, so they're being eliminated based solely on.
Yeah, and I think that's terrible.
Can we,
Now-
see if there are other people that have questions? please?
Well, I just have a quick follow-up question. I think it's very important. I think it pertains to what we're talking about right now. I don't know what the problem is here. What's the problem here? You know, come on now, you know.
Yeah, you fucking old bitch.
So like, I mean, that be
Sorry, that just got me fired up right there. They want me to. Did you see the guy's face? I mean, dude, they want me to not fucking talk.
It's so true.
You know, like who the fuck are you, dude?
now.
See if there are other people that have questions. please.
Well, I just have a quick follow-up question. I think it's very important. I think it pertains to what we're talking about right now. I don't know what the problem is here. What's the problem here?
Yeah. That guy's pissed.
Yeah. What's the fucking problem, dude? Like, God forbid. I mean, we came here to learn, didn't we? You're gonna learn from me the most.
This dude handed everyone the microphone but you.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now, you know. So like, I mean, that being said, whoever is in a position
Dude, their hearts probably dropped when you said that being said.
Yeah.
of power based off of merit, they should be there. I don't care if they're gay, lesbian, trans, queer, whatever it may be. So that being said, would it be a problem if the military wasn't that diverse so long as the right people are in the right positions?
I mean, look, like the fact is that when you get people in a group together who have different experiences, different backgrounds, different ways of understanding the world because of what they've been through, you gain the benefit of all of that different experience. Like it's not really a surprise that there are CEOs that are buying into this whole diversity culture because their bottom line is money. Right? Their absolute bottom line is money. And if they really didn't think that it met their bottom line to have people of different backgrounds and views and all of this, they wouldn't care and they wouldn't do it. But it is
Here, pause it. He's making if it affects your bottom line, of course they wouldn't do it. Well, when you legislate DEI by law, then they have to do it regardless of whether it affects their bottom line or not.
Exactly.
So what the fuck are you even talking about? It's a law that you have to have X amount of these people in here. It's a law. You know, it's a nothing answer. But anyways, we can press.
Boom and boom.
Working on campuses and seeing people who've been recruited to different jobs, and they come to our job fairs, and they will come to our career job fairs or our job fairs for students of color or for different religious backgrounds, and they would come to them and they would look for these individuals because they recognize that the important part is
Filibustering.
they're going to be good. But the other thing they bring in with them, that other thing about understanding things from a different perspective, gives them an edge. And that is what makes a diverse group strong. Because you don't have a whole bunch of people who've had all the same experience.
Yeah, but you're not quite answering my question though.
No, I am. I'm saying.
No, I'm
saying
confused.
that I don't think that a group that is not diverse is as strong as one that is. So it does matter that you have those different perspectives in those positions, and you will not be as strong if you remove them. So that is answering your question by saying, telling me that you're saying if we remove them and we were just as strong without them, we would not be. So that's
Here,
the answer
again,
to your
pause
question.
it.
Is false.
Because I didn't say remove diverse people. My question was, would it be a problem if the people in the positions of power were there based off of their merit, but as a result, it wasn't that diverse? Like if we had the best people in the positions of power and they were all white men, would that be a problem so long as they're the best people in that position of power? And notice how when I said if they're there because of merit, they're the best people in there, that's great. And that's wrong that they removed them. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, merit. Yeah, merit. And then my next question, they're like, no, diversity.
Yeah, I know.
No, diversity.
Yeah.
I just got them to contradict themselves in 30 seconds. And that's what happens when your ideology is a lie. Things stop making sense and things fall apart.
I think that we would be strong without a diverse military, without diverse people in these.
Okay, so just so I can. Okay.
Yeah, what an uproar with these people.
Hey, all right, hey, I'll stop. My bad.
This woman had to put a foot up.
Yeah, she had to. She's getting fucking tired burning all those calories fucking holding that phone.
Oh, what I just said.
Yeah, it's good for people in the room to use the mic. Yeah.
Oh, did you see that look that girl gave you?
Oh yeah, she hates me. Yeah. Well, quick, here, pause it. Oh, hold on, play it so you can see this glare that this girl gives me. Yeah, it's good for people in the room to use the mic. Yeah. Fucking asshole.
Look at her.
And hey, that look. Spoiler alert! It's a quick foreshadowing look that we'll get to at the end of the episode.
Back off of what he said.
I think she needs the mic.
Okay, at least he can have a conversation with us, because I have family members that will not talk to me about politics.
Well, hey, at least there's somebody giving you a little fucking cred here.
Well, yeah, she was actually being pretty cool, and I give her credit right now.
We're not, and even if we argue, at least we're having a conversation.
You know what? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that's 100% true. And I don't know why people are so upset, especially you, sir. I don't know why you're so upset standing in front of me. This woman gave me the finger. This guy gave me the finger. Like, what's happening right now? This woman's been filming me the whole time. I have honest questions.
Within my family structure, presently in the past, we had.
Have I mentioned how this is all just amazing?
Louder, and it's a silly question, I guess, but what's the plus sign?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, good. Hey, that is a good question because I want to know too. He said, "What's the plus sign?"
Oh, yeah.
I love that question.
It means that I paid $9.99 a month for my LGBTQ subscription.
Yeah.
And I get the plus.
Yeah. It's the extra bullet in the chamber that I need to blow my fucking head off is what that is.
It's a full chamber plus one.
That's a really constructive question that we can get to some concrete answers to that, right? Our community.
She probably wasn't ready to explain what plus meant.
Yeah.
It's very creative with the way we want to define ourselves about different things. And I mentioned before that bi plus uses plus too, because under the bisexual umbrella, there's lots of other identities. That's also true for the LGBTQ plus community, that there are people who kind of like to use terms that aren't included in that acronym. So you can have
the made up ones.
What's that?
I said, when she said, there are terms that people like to use that aren't in the LGBTQ. And I said, yeah, the made up ones.
Yeah, the even more made up ones.
Yeah.
Asexual, intersex. What else have we got? I mean, all of the bi ones.
All the bis.
Yeah, all the bis. Because I guess there's more than bi. Even though bi means two, I guess there's more than that.
Yeah, even that dude laughed, the fat guy.
Sexual.
Watch him when he...
Intersex. What else have we got? I mean, all of the bi ones.
He's like, all the die. Blah, blah, blah.
Two-spirit.
Two-spirit,
Two-spirit?
Agender, there's a whole, when you think about.
Two-spirit.
Two-spirit, that means you're a human and an animal at the same time.
Yeah, and that's legit, according to them.
Depending on the moon pattern,
Yeah.
you know?
If you are aromantic or asexual,
Yes.
aromantic, demi-romantic, demisexual, gray sexual, gray asexual.
Oh my god, I don't want to know any of them.
And those are all under the asexual umbrella.
It's amazing, and I used to be persnickety about this because I always was like, tell me about it again, like really, can you stop? But, I mean, I think it's a great way in which we think about language, and like, also the ability to come up with something that we feel actually describes us and fits well, I think is part of why that continues to proliferate. So continue, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. So I hope that explains it, because it is just a part of our community staying inclusive of those, even though, and you will see some places, some organizations will put all of those letters in, whereas we've made a choice not to. We prefer the plus, to include everyone visibly, but not to have to put all the letters in, so.
Yeah. Well,
So
because
there's just so many to name that's what plus means. All the people, all the other things that are just too many to name.
yeah, you don't want to make it sound dumber than it already fucking sounds. That's what she really means.
Yeah, they can't just keep naming letters. Like, they can't have the whole alphabet there, you know?
I thought they were all inclusive, though.
I don't know. I don't know.
Should name all the letters. Name them all every time. We're all inclusive here.
Yeah.
You also mentioned that you would talk a little bit about number that application and some takeaways. I think before we leave here, that's very important.
Thank you. And you guys can jump in on this too. So we're thinking of ally as a
Jesus, a slideshow after the Q&A?
Yeah.
verb. It's an action verb that it is about what you do.
Not for nothing, and I'm not trying to critique. This slideshow should have been first, then their sob story second, Q&A third.
Yeah, think about it. Everybody's now just tired and pissed off because of me. I know they have to sit through a fucking slideshow.
Being a good listener when people open up to you about their identity is really important, and find out how you can be a support to them in their journey. And that might be different for different people, what they need from you. So really take the time to listen to them. It's really important not to out an LGBTQ plus person to others if that person has not given you permission. Respect people's privacy. This is something that actually comes up a lot in the workplace, where when people come out to you at work, that is something that, you know, they trust you. They may not trust everyone who they work with. So have that understanding. Help make it a norm to share pronouns, promote the usage of pronouns in email signatures. It's a way of signaling that you are a supportive person and that you are open
A communist.
to the LGBTQ community. Speak up when you encounter anti-LGBTQ plus comments or jokes. Let your friends, family, and coworkers know that you find those comments offensive.
Hey, Tranny, get me the paperwork now.
If you see someone being misgendered, step up and point out the error before the misgendered person has to. It takes a lot of emotional energy to always be the queer person in the space that has to say something. So take that burden off that person. If you are a straight ally, step up. And then stand up when you see harassment. Aiden shared their harassment in the workplace.
Fake ass stories.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of casual harassment happening right now in public as people feel emboldened to do that. Think about how would you intervene? Think about it ahead of time. How can I be that person to support that person that I see being harassed? Educate yourself about LGBTQ plus histories, culture, and concerns. Find out what is happening in your own community. Look for ways you can support positive change. There's a lot of things going on in smaller communities. This wonderful group that you've got going now, right? The people, concerned people talking to each other, connected. Find out, what is the school committee doing? What are they doing at City Hall? What are they doing at the library? Who's challenging the librarians lately?
Who's challenging the librarians?
Yeah, what did they do?
Stay aware of in your own community to be an ally. And support LGBTQ plus organizations and causes, whether on the local, regional, or national level. So those are just some of our tips. And I turn to you as well to add some things that you might think these people could find useful.
Thanks. I think from my perspective, the most important thing to do as an ally is all of that stuff, right? But also is to really change the way that we think about allyship and what it means to be an ally. If you look at people who are assigned female versus cis women, plus trans people, and people who are born with sexual differences from the norm, we are already 52% of the population. There are more of us than there are of them. This country has been run for a very long time by a very small group of people, and they are not queer people, they are not trans people, they are not immigrants.
That's right.
Right? These are not the people who are taking away our rights. So,
Oh, yes, we are.
I think the
I hope
best thing
so.
we can start to do is to understand that all of our struggles are bound up to
Yeah, your gun rights are about to fucking go.
You are not the person taking away our rights, right? It is all of us in this struggle together, and understand that if we can get it together to say, my rights are bound up in your rights. If you care about viewpoint diversity in the classroom, if you care about parental rights not being taken away, if you care about your own bodily autonomy and your own ability to make your own healthcare decisions, your struggle is the trans struggle. It is the queer struggle. It is the immigrant rights struggle. So the best way to
The struggle. Give me a break.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
to say, do I want to have my healthcare compromised, my ability to parent my children the way that I want to
Oh my God, please don't say she has children.
compromised? My ability to read whatever I want to read and say whatever I want to say, do I want that to be compromised? No. Then you are already an ally.
Closet.
You're more than
The ability to say what she believes and say what she wants to say. Can I just reference to everything that I said during that entire thing, how everybody flipped out?
Yeah,
What fucking hypocrites.
that's all they are, hypocrites.
They don't even know what they're fucking, it's disgusting.
in this struggle together, and we all have to do it together, and we all have to stand up and do it together.
Okay.
Yes, standing ovation. Standing ovation.
Yeah.
Really appreciate your participation tonight. We're gonna
Oh, this flew by. It's over already.
be here for a few more minutes if you'd like to come up and say anything.
Like they-
And thank you for being a part of it.
Like they're gonna stay a few minutes to talk with people. Now watch how many people come over to me. Look, this woman's debating which way should I go. The green pants. She's debating. I'm gonna turn. I'll mosey on over.
Have a better day, sir.
Would you say have a better day?
Yeah. That was to the guy that gave me the finger.
Cover her face.
And this guy's taking a picture of me.
Yeah, you can tell he's trying to do it in selfie mode.
Then here we go.
So where can we see your recording?
I'll be posting it public soon on YouTube and
On YouTube?
and Rumble and X and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
so that we can see what you write?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I experienced a lot of hate here today,
Excuse me for a second.
and I don't. Sir, was your middle finger hate? What did that mean?
Here, pause it real fast.
What would fuck you mean?
So these two, I actually have my license in my phone case. So they're trying to read my license right now, unbeknownst to me.
Well,
But thank God it was
that's a risk
blocked.
you take.
Yeah, I mean, thank God my address was blocked. They got my name, but I don't give a fuck.
That's not true. Did I disrupt?
Yes.
Okay.
You came here to disrupt the presentation. Your disruption detracted from what we were able to get out of this. Because someone did not want to decide.
What? Oh.
Already saw it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
You came here with questions that were designed to catch people. They were not well-structured questions. They were
What did you not?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I honestly don't. That's why I'm asking.
I don't need to expend my energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't expend your energy on this piece of shit, sir.
Yeah.
You came here with questions that were designed to catch people. They weren't about you learning anything.
I'm up for the discussion. I'll have a conversation with anybody. I have no problem with that. What?
You know what? You know what?
I will have the discussion right now, sir.
Pause it.
Absolutely.
She goes, you know what? And what she really wants to say is, you're done talking and I want to talk now. That's what she just did right there.
I'm up for the discussion. I'll have a conversation with anybody. I have no problem with that. What?
You know what? You know what?
I will have the discussion right now,
Can I
sir.
ask you?
Absolutely. You can ask me anything you want.
When somebody says, I don't want to be photographed, I don't want to be videotaped, that is disrespectful to that person.
I understand that, but there's
Let me
yeah,
finish.
sure. Finish.
And so that set a tone for us here to feel threatened by you. So it said.
Threatened how?
Because you didn't respect the person, say, okay.
So you feel
I'm not,
okay.
I'm not respecting you. You don't want to be photographed. You don't want to be videotaped. There was somebody else who was doing that. And they said, fine, I respect you. And you did not. And that's the simple thing. It's not a matter of.
She's already looking at your social media.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It was just not respectful to the person, and then they left, and you didn't respect the person. Yes, this might be a public place,
Yeah.
But when somebody asks you that, out of respect, you listen to them.
It depends on the situation, though, doesn't it?
No,
It absolutely does.
No,
It absolutely
and I'm not
does.
going to get into that with you. So anyway,
It does.
We are a excuse me. We are a peaceful, loving people. And you want to set up a discomfort.
So there's a crime in progress in public, and the criminal doesn't want to be filmed. Should I respect his right to, come on now. It depends on the situation. Yeah, that's fine.
But I think how I admire the people.
We should have the right
to
have
My podcast is called Intellectual Dummies. Check it out. Yep, absolutely check it out. We do a bunch of different. Catch us on YouTube, X, Instagram, all that stuff. So, absolutely. What? There's no point that I'm trying to prove. Did I not ask questions? I didn't push back on any of my questions. Did I? How could I have come in here less aggressive?
Sit down and shut up.
Isn't that what I did?
No, is that?
I want this, and I'm going to edit the beginning of this video right here. Hey, you guys started talking to me. I didn't say anything. I came in here quietly.
To stop recording.
Well, and I politely declined. turned around and yelled at me.
Ready to listen and learn. And you came in.
And did what?
And
Man, look at her eyes.
disrupted. You started.
Look at.
Yeah. Hey, that's that look. Remember we were in Rando Reels?
Yeah, when she was like,
That's it right
what was
there.
it?
The fucking
Educate,
fingerprint
navigate.
and everything.
Yeah, that's educate, navigate right there.
Oh my God.
Filming and they
We're in a public place. We're in a public place.
Do you understand?
I can't understand both of you talking at the same time. How terrified people?
Terrified.
Okay, terrified.
So you dismiss. You say that you're here to learn, but
Yeah.
you dismiss.
No, I
everything
disagree
that
with that.
you disagree with them.
I don't think people should.
I don't think you're afraid.
I'm sorry.
So she's already freaking on the librarian now.
Yeah.
Could you say that again?
think people are terrified.
I think that people are terrified under false pretenses.
Good, because Trump is an idiot.
Yeah, no, hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Got that on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And for the record, I appreciate what you said over there. I absolutely appreciate that.
My ex-husband is a Trumpist.
Mm.
And we get into it,
Yeah, of course.
you know, but I can't.
Her ponytail's off to the side.
Yeah. That's because she's a liberal. She's got a cross on her neck.
Ladies, don't talk to me about politics. You're a Trumpy. You voted for him. Tell me why you voted for him.
Yeah, people need to have conversations, and that's why I'm here.
You should have taken a seat at the time.
If they invited me, I mean, the host up there gave me the finger, so I don't know if she wanted me up front. So
They wouldn't even hand you a microphone.
Yeah, I know.
you know,
You're sitting here, you're laughing at us.
what did I laugh about?
I was
The whole
laughing.
time you were laughing at
What did you laugh about?
I did. I was laughing. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't see me laughing quite a few times. Well, just because, I mean, for the same reasons why we're laughing right now for these last couple hours.
Yeah,
That's
because
why
it's
I was
all laughable shit.
So
Yeah.
dumb. It's some of it's so dumb.
everything.
I wasn't laughing at everything.
And you're talking about
I go to a
behavior.
rally every Wednesday, right?
You go where?
A rally. And
I thought you was gonna body slam me right there.
Dude. No, she just can't stand for that long because her fucking knees and ankles are going to give out.
every Wednesday, this guy comes by and he gives us the finger and he tells us that we're in. And he
Pause
swears
it.
at us.
That was probably me at the Bridgewater Rotary. Those people the finger every time.
Dude, are you fucking serious right now? She's probably talking about you.
I mean, chances are it wasn't me. But every time I see a liberal protest, I slow down and I give them all the finger.
Really?
Just fuck them. Because look at the response that I got when I just sat down.
Yeah, no, that's
That was
true.
the response
They
that I
were being aggressive from the jump.
Yeah. And you're upset because people are giving you the finger when this is how you guys all act when a conservative just has some questions. Again, wasn't rude. I didn't push back on any of my questions. I didn't say anything that they said was stupid. I just simply gave them enough rope to hang themselves.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to say, thank you for supporting us.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by every week when we come here.
Yeah, that's terrible. That shouldn't be a thing.
It's literally you say every day. Okay, that's terrible. It shouldn't be a thing.
Oh my God. Shouldn't be a thing.
Thank you.
Did it on my way over here.
All right, so what's that?
Yeah, intellectual dummies. Check it out. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Good thing you said that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You sound like a 10-year-old.
Have a good day. Have a
Oh
good
yeah,
rest of the
she
night.
said something. Oh yeah, so on the way out, you can't hear it, but that redhead girl was like, you're awful small for having an ego that's so big.
Yeah, she said, like, what, the big truck for being a small person right there?
Something like that. Yeah, yeah. And that's a compliment. Like, I appreciate that.
Did that woman just give you the jerk off symbol?
Have a good day. Have a good rest of the night.
Yep.
So now I get up, I start walking over, and I'm just waiting for my moment. And see you later. Goodbye.
Well, we gotta run. I'm dying of French fries.
That's too bad.
Look, and you look at that. That's not a fucking man.
It's not a man. That's a woman.
That's not a man.
Yeah, get up to this party.
You're not even trying. A man doesn't dress like that.
Hey, you both did a great job.
Thank you very much.
God bless. I just want to say thank you for flipping me the bird. I appreciate it.
I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's gonna make for some good content. I appreciate that. Have a wonderful rest of your life. Absolutely, absolutely.
You should have taken every one of these pamphlets.
I should have fucking cleared the fucking table. So the redhead girl makes a fake Instagram account because she found my name and she's trying to follow me. Now I see a random stranger trying to follow me on Instagram. Now I don't let anybody follow me on Instagram that I don't personally know for obvious reasons, right? So I denied it, and then she requested again. So
That's weird.
This person's pretty adamant about following me. So I messaged them and said, I hope I was using the right pronouns there. I messaged them or her.
I was going to say, you keep saying her. You don't know if this is a gray demisexual plus or not.
Yeah. And so I go, do we know each other? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know you. I just can't put my finger on it. So I just laugh because I know it's fucking bullshit. You know, you live in Rockland, right? Because she saw my address that said Rockland. She didn't see my home address. Thank fucking God. She probably would have murdered me.
Yeah, I know.
I did also. We might have gone to high school together or something. When she realizes that she's fucking wrong an hour later, did you happen to go to Norwell High School? I was class of 2008. Okay, so did you go to Norwell High School or did you go to Rockland High School? You know? Mm-hmm. So that's what I typed, LOL, you don't know who I am. Check out the podcast if you want. Have a good one. Because not for nothing, and I'm not trying to boast here, everybody in Norwell High School knew who I was. Everybody knew. So if you're class of 2008, you know who the fuck I was. Everybody in high school knew who the fuck I was. So
well, I mean, statute of limitations. You can tell people why everyone knew who you were.
Yeah, I mean, because I sold weed to everybody in fucking town. So it's like, I don't sell weed anymore, but it's like, you're going to pretend, I can't quite put my finger on it. Really? The only kid that fucking sold weed in Norwell? One of like three? Like, are you kidding me? So I smell bullshit right out the fucking gate, right? Now scroll it down.
You have to do the scrolling down, sir.
Oh, how do I do that?
Oh my God. This is great. Scroll down on your computer. How do you scroll down?
Yeah, well, it's not working. It looks like it's just a picture or something.
You have to do it. So are you looking right now on the StreamYard tab or on your Instagram tab?
Oh, I have to do it on the, I get it. Okay. There we go. Luke's learning technology.
You're getting it together.
So check out the podcast if you want. Have a good one. So mind you, like right now I'm at my friend's bachelor party and I'm drunk. And I get a little bit more drunk and I start fucking, I'm like, you know what? I want something. I want some of this, right? So I just go, why are you lying? Are you one of those leftists that got triggered that I was asking questions at the Norwell Public Library? Tell Liz I said what's up. Because by this time, I'm starting to see a lot of random people check my stories that I post, right? And one of the profiles was Liz. So I think this girl's name is Liz, but her name, I won't say her real name. Anyways, She goes, I don't know who Liz is, but maybe I am one of them. It's like, oh, okay, so you are.
Yes.
You are. Like, what the fuck? So I just laughed, Be careful what you put on the internet, because I found out a lot of information about you that you probably wouldn't like me knowing. Have a good one. Now, not for nothing, I legitimately, and I'm telling the truth when I say this, I don't have any secrets. I don't really have anything that I would be ashamed about, that I wouldn't mind if everybody knew. Like, there are things that I don't tell people.
Yeah, I mean, your only real thing was that when you were a teenager, you dealt weed. But you talk about that all the time.
The secret was when I was younger, I sold weed.
Yeah.
I've just been talking about that in the last year, but yeah, there's nothing on the internet that's like damning. There's nothing that I've done that's damning. There's nothing that I'm ashamed of that you could ever blackmail me with, because I just do what I think is right, and there's nothing that I wouldn't defend. You might not like it, but whatever. Anyways, can't wait to see what content you made for your quote-unquote podcast for your many followers. And she's using all these emojis. I know right off the bat, it's that redhead girl.
Yeah.
It is, because adults don't use... These 65-year-old people are making fake Instagrams, finding out who I am, messaging me, and using emojis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, I really don't care what you know about me. Not sure why liberals are so afraid of conversations, and conservatives asking questions. You liberals are so afraid you're literally trying to stalk me. How about this, ... I don't know why I said ... because I'm so used to doing talk text.
Yeah.
A lot. Why don't you come on the podcast and have a conversation? Put your values where your mouth is, and let's see if they stand up to criticism. Have some courage. Because you know what? One thing we've on this podcast, and Paul knows, we have a hard time getting people on the left on. They always ghost. And credit to the people who have been on, that are on the left. My friend Keith, he had the courage to come on during Pride Month.
Oh, the gay guy.
What'd you say?
The gay guy.
Yeah, he's not gay, but yeah.
He's gay, but anyway.
Keith is cool. Keith.
He's cool, but he's gay. Just because I said he's gay doesn't mean he's not cool.
He's not gay. He's bisexual.
Okay, you just went from saying he's not gay to he's bisexual. He's gay.
Yeah, he's not gay. Those are two different things.
Anyways,
we're not getting into fucking Keith's sexuality fucking discussion here.
I could go all day with this one. I met Keith before.
Points to Keith, because Keith is always somebody I've been able to have a conversation with, and there's very few leftists like that. Leftists will not come on. They won't come on. They're fucking cowards. I go, I'm going to make a guess. You won't. Liberals never do. Stay in your bubble. I bet it's nice and cozy in there. So she says, no, that's the thing. You were disrespectful. And again, where was I disrespectful in that video? Was I giving anybody the finger? Was I standing in front of anybody? Did I call anybody a liar or a rude?
No, they found it disrespectful because you were recording and they didn't want you recording.
That's it. That's as far as it goes.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
It would have been different if you came in with respect and asked your question. To my knowledge, people are happily answering until you were being passive aggressive. I wasn't even being a passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't think. See, liberals don't even know the meanings of words. They really don't. I go, how do you know you quote weren't there? She goes, not all liberals are the same. I'm very much in the middle and can agree with both sides. I go, you're not very good at this. And she goes, oh, I was there. And I go, LOL, I know. I know you know. I was trying to see your account is all. And I go, do you want to come on the podcast or just bitch behind a fake account? She goes, anyways, it could have gone differently if you carried yourself different, except you didn't. And you thought you were better than everyone else. You sounds like my fucking ex-girlfriend. Jesus Christ. My last fucking 3 ex-girlfriends fucking said that same thing.
They always say that.
Could have just recorded in silence and not made a scene and then asked your questions. You fucking bitch, that's what I was doing. That's what I did the entire time.
Yeah, you recorded in silence.
In silence. I didn't say anything. I only responded to people.
All right, stop getting so triggered.
Yeah, you're right. All right, okay. All right.
Positive vibes all around.
I'm sorry, but I'm not wasting my time with all of that. Not because I don't know anything, because, again, I can agree with both sides, but because I am not that kind of person, I go, but here you are wasting your time. You know, you went above and beyond to be here. Let's get real, you know?
Yeah.
She goes, I can tell by seeing your podcast that you would just argue the whole time because you think all liberals are the same. I go, you certainly haven't watched the podcast. It's not a political podcast because it's like really not.
We have political parts to it.
Yeah, I mean, we have our politics. We commentate on the news. We've talked about brain plasticity. We've done book reviews, conspiracy theories, JFK, 9/11, Jehovah's Witnesses, Christianity.
You and Mike were more politicky.
Yeah, I mean, but even at the same time, I mean, there's also plenty of episodes that are not politics.
Yeah.
You know? But anyways, you know, whatever.
Maybe it's because the way you guys used to set the show up like it was a news show. It seems more politicky, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I had deleted all of that by this time. By this time, this was all deleted. That was all deleted, or most of it at least.
Well, then what the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah, well, exactly. She's a fucking retard. Anyways, I go, you clearly haven't watched the podcast. It's not a political podcast. She goes, not really. I have nothing better to do right now. Is it not? ? I go, we have discussions on everything from religion to science. She replies, not really. I have nothing to do right now. She was responding to her bitching on a fake account. I go, yeah, no shit. I do think liberals are all the same, and you're certainly furthering my resolve in that idea. You know, because if you're trying to prove to me that liberals aren't all the same, you're the worst.
Bad idea. You're the worst. Bad try.
Right now, you know? Okay. But I've seen so much other stuff on the cover photos on your YouTube videos that do seem pretty political. And then I say, you're actually quite the worst one that I've met so far. Talking to me on the internet, Liz. You know, she says, that's quite funny. I go, it's a little wild. She goes, my name is not Liz. How are liberals all the same? I would say I'm in the middle. Would you say all Republicans are the same? I go, why don't you tell me who you are? Why don't you have some courage and stop hiding behind a fake account? I'm the younger one who is there to support my mom. So her mom must be some type of lesbian or bisexual.
Or maybe this is her mom.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. It was supposed to be educating, and you totally ruined it. Don't you agree you could have done it in a different manner? She goes, yeah, I knew who she was the whole time. You're not slick. And I go, I felt I learned a lot. I mean, I did learn a lot. I learned a lot at there. I learned how much fucking bullshit people are full of.
Yeah.
I learned how intolerant leftists are. It was, I anticipated the whole thing. I anticipated all that stuff happening. I don't mind if you know who I am. I just don't want you getting my information. I go, who are you to tell me what I didn't or didn't learn? I'm glad you learned, but you made it so we couldn't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm sure you did learn, but you made the whole thing uncomfortable. I don't understand why you did that. And I said, I I didn't make it so you couldn't learn. You made it so you couldn't learn. Let me ask you something. Why do you think that you're capable of a constructive conversation after you're literally stalking me on the internet? Answer that question before we go any further. You know? So she goes, definitely not true. You were very disruptive from the start. No, I wasn't. You could have, yes, I could have ignored you. Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. But honestly, I thought you were about to hurt someone, not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, your mom could have beat the shit out of everybody in that room.
Yeah, if her mother did one of those like juggernaut charges from fucking X-Men,
Yeah.
she could have taken everyone out.
Shit. No shit. Fucking, you have an aggressive energy. I've never heard that in my entire life, honestly. And I'm very much capable. But when it comes to rude people, it's hard. Again, wasn't rude the entire time. Also, it's not really stalking when all I had to do was look up your name and all of it was right there.
In a fake profile.
Yeah, in a fake profile. So I said, the question is why do you think you're capable? You clearly think that because you messaged me. Why would I give you the time of day and give you closure on anything? Yeah, you made a fake account and pretended you were somebody I went to high school with so you could see my personal Instagram. Yeah, you're right. You're not stalking me. Yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, the person wearing the costume trying to get into my fucking house isn't stalking me. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's a little bit of stalking. Yeah, no shit. I go, honestly, that's really fucking creepy. Part of my language. I'm going to be honest. You were creepy also. I go, answer my question. And yeah, it kind of is, but I was curious to know who you were. You're not going to, I go, you're not going to navigate this conversation. Oh, I don't need closure on anything. Then why are you here? But I'm telling you that I can do a constructive conversation. I go, yeah, you don't need closure. You're just stalking me on the internet. You know, I knew what you were doing when you said you had a podcast, you know, and I go, I probably just woke the other people up in my house because I laughed so hard. Because I don't know if there's a timestamp somewhere around here, but by this point, let me look. By this point, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 1:19 right here. It's 1:20 in the morning at this point. And I'm just laughing my fucking ass off talking to this fucking stalker on the internet. So where are we? Okay. But you could have done the whole thing completely different. And you could have done it. So you could have done of the people in there. It goes both ways. You definitely created it. I go, answer my question. I did. I go, why can't liberals ever answer a question? Do you know what the Socratic method is? She says, you're so funny. Have you read the Constitution? No. And I go, LOL, oh my God. She goes, dude, I said I didn't know what the Socratic method is. And I said, yes, I know. That's wild. Now, I know most people don't know what the Socratic method is. I was just trying to make this girl feel stupid.
I don't fucking know what it is.
Yeah, I was just trying to make her feel stupid because she is stupid. Which is too bad because, you know what, we could have had something special if you weren't a bitch.
If it's not her mother.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's her mother. I think that's just something the mother deflected, maybe thinking you'd be a lot nicer because you thought it was her pretty red-headed psychopath daughter.
Girl, yeah.
You know?
So the Socratic method is like when you're having a conversation or a debate with somebody, you ask a question and they have to answer it or explain why the framework is wrong or why it's a bad question. And when that's done, you just volley back and forth. You know, it's just basically how you have a basic conversation with somebody. And I've read some of the Constitution, but I'm not a crazy political person. And I go, and here you are trying to have a constructive conversation. You know, yes, I didn't know your whole personality was politics. I go, you're not political, just woke as fuck, right? LOL. Now, when I said that, I was referring to, because I was looking at her Facebook profile, or who I thought was her Facebook profile. and the banner said woke as fucking like flowers. I go, you didn't even
Wow.
know. I go, you didn't know my personality was politics when I walked into an LGBTQ event with a video camera. LOL, what the fuck? You know, you didn't intuitively know that I might be into politics after I pulled that shit, you know? That's funny, but I never said that term, but okay. I go, yeah, it's just your wallpaper on Facebook. I saw your profile. I saw that you watched my story. Don't lie. She goes, it's kind of embarrassing, not going to lie, why you can't just stay in your lane if you aren't going to ever understand anybody else. I go, what's my lane? You know, she says wallpaper, whatever. I let that go. Let me know what my lane is, and I'll be sure to stay in it. She says that wasn't her. Again, I'm just ignoring that. Well, maybe you got a twin sister or something. We could, you know, I don't have any political shit on my socials. I go, answer my question. She goes, what was the wallpaper? I go, let's see if you're capable of doing that. She goes, I mean, by minding your own. I go, let's see who runs from this conversation first. Why? I go, oh, I spelled it wrong, but what do you think? Why do you think that's my lane? My lane is apparently minding my own business here. She says it's because it's definitely unique. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You have interesting views. I'm not here to socialize. You're an interesting person. I go, you're not here to socialize? You sure about that? I'm going to ask you again. Why do you think that's my lane? Referring to, she said, she answered my question by I mean minding your own business. I was a journalist gathering content for a story. Well, how do I do that? By minding my own business. If you could set me straight, I would love to hear it. A journalist, not a very good one. Don't journalists write on paper and be quiet? And because you clearly think there isn't any in between left and the right, there isn't any difference. I think that's what she meant to type. Difference between the right and the left. You definitely are the type of person who won't ever change their views. And I just said, no, they don't. Journalists don't mind their own business. That their entire premise is not minding their own business.
Yes.
You know, I thought you knew so much about me. I've never changed my mind because anybody that knows me 10 years ago, I was a vehement liberal. And you're telling me that I've never changed my mind? I voted for Bernie Sanders. I voted for Hillary Clinton. I voted for Barack Obama. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't fucking know me. Anyway, sorry for swearing.
I know, Jesus Christ, get a hold of yourself.
Journalists don't typically harass random people. Yes, they do. I don't think there's anybody in the middle. I go, you literally said that. I go, I didn't harass anybody. If anything, I was the one being harassed. I mean, just fucking rewind through that video. People were losing their mind when I had a fucking follow-up question. You know, show me where I said there's nobody in the middle. I do think liberals are all the same, and you're certainly furthering ours. She copied and pasted that, and I go, yeah, that was me talking about liberals, not people in the middle. People in the middle aren't liberals, you know? I told you I am the one in the middle, and you keep calling me a liberal. I go, okay, give me some conservative values you believe in, and I'll concede that you're not a leftist nut job. And she goes, laugh my ass off. I love to expect. I also don't want to be blasted on your podcast. I go, you're already going to be blasted. You've come too far. Might as well finish it on a good note. Answer my question. I'll hold my breath. She goes, oh, yeah, okay, you and your 137 followers. All right, bud. And I go, hey, it's better off than I did yesterday. Answer my question. We have a few hundred followers on all our platforms, and I'm proud of that. And I am proud of that.
So what? Let's get the rest of this in a nutshell here. Oh, what happened? Did you take that off?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So that ended like that?
Yeah. And then she ran from the conversation.
Well, Lucas, you are a true warrior of God. I just may say in closing.
Doing God's work.
I just may say. And that
Yeah.
was a long trans journey we just went through right there.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the longest we've ever podcasted for the record. And,
I know, we're going on 6 hours and 15 minutes right now.
Yeah, all day. We've been podcasting since this morning. Did a lot of episodes. But, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, this girl was so upset that I just came in, sat down, and started filming that she had to make a fake Instagram account, stalk me. I'm sure her attempt was to try and blackmail me into something, maybe get me doxxed or.
Yeah, especially with the I know things about you that you don't want. You know,
Yeah,
I know things about you. Like, come on.
Yeah. What are you going to tell my family that I'm a crazy conservative?
Exactly.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, leftists will go that far and do that. And that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That's how unhinged these people are. You know? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad that I did it. We're going to do it again because this shit needs to be shut down. We got to stop bad. Doing good is good. Everybody should do good. But we got to do more to stop bad. And that's what this is about.
I agree.
I didn't have to do much. These people are afraid of us. Look at the reaction. How many people were in that room? 30?
Was it 30?
Probably about 20, 30 people, 25 in that range. They're afraid of us. They're afraid of they're afraid of questions that go against their ideology because they don't know how to answer them. And evidence of that was the questions that I asked.
Mm-hmm.
Watching them agree with merit and then in the same breath say diversity is our strength. Well, you can't. I mean, you can have it both ways, but if diversity is a result of merit, that's great. That's great. But any situation other than what I just said right there is DEI and it's bullshit and we don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, I mean, when you lie, your life becomes chaos, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
these people are going through. Their lives are chaos. They're chopping their tits off. They get offended over questions.
Yep, that's why every day is terrifying and a struggle.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's, I guess, that's it.
All right. Do you want to close it out, Trans Warrior?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you have anything you want to say? Or?
No, I mean, that was all pretty wild. Like I said, I think all those stories, those two trans people were lying. That one bi plus woman, the story about them cheating in the election to get her job, which was pretty fucked up. I can't believe she admitted something like that.
Yeah.
Like she just said it like it was no problem. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it was just wild how it was just a bunch of old white people.
Yeah. Bunch of old white liberals.
Yeah.
You know, that are in their bubble here on the South Shore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got Black Lives Matter on their lawn, but they probably fucking haven't seen a black person in fucking decades.
Exactly. You know? Or they'll call the cops if they do see one.
Exactly. You know. But yeah, I mean, hey, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Definitely very proud of this video. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, we did good for a first time around, like run through it.
Yeah, no, that was good. That went very well.
Other than me getting this picture, there was no prep done to this.
Yeah, yeah. Other than chat GPTing
I just had to chat GPT a pit from hell and upload it. That was the only prep we did for this.
All the gay souls in the middle there melting because of your sins.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Tell us your opinion. Was I being rude?
I don't think you were.
Was I being passive aggressive? That's the last thing that I think that I was passive aggressive.
They just like to say shit like that. What they don't like is you were confident.
Yeah.
And they hate that.
Exactly. You know, they don't I mean, when you're confident in your arguments. And I'm confident in my arguments. I'll always have the conversation. I don't care if I look stupid. I don't care if I get pantsed because I'm learning. I don't care if I get after all that, I got a small nugget of new information from that. To me, that makes the whole thing worth it. The whole conversation worth it, even if I get yelled at, even if I get the middle finger, even if whatever. But I'll be honest, the only thing that I learned was how fucking crazy these people are.
Yeah, they're all nuts.
And there was really nothing where I was like, oh, that's actually a good point. I never thought of it like that. You know? That didn't happen. You know? So I guess I didn't learn. Guess I didn't learn.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. No, but I did. I mean, it furthers my resolve. Leftists are crazy. They're crazy, they're unhinged, and they're hypocrites. And they're afraid. They're scared people that they're not comfortable in their arguments. That's why they're afraid of people like me.
Yeah, recording.
Yeah. So, anyways, I hope we're recording right now. And,
no, we are. We definitely are.
And, all right, well, that'll do. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
All right.